Africa is abundant in gemstones with about 1,900 gem variations, but limited government support for small-scale miners means millions are lost through smuggling and investors remain cautious due to poor legislation. Kenya has just hosted its first gems and jewelry trade fair aimed at bringing investors and miners together to boost sales and share information across an industry still struggling to evolve into a substantial revenue earner.
Kenyan traders in gems and precious metals will begin exporting finished products after the government said it has put up a value addition center in the south of the country. The East African nation has gemstones like blue sapphire, aquamarine and rubies among others, but most miners sell off their finds in uncut forms.
We want to be at the forefront, working with the ministry and working with government to re-establish Kenya as a gem hub and ensure that we are not only displaying our wares, we are not only displaying our gemstones, but that this whole process, and as the trade grows and as the market grows, that it can catapult and catalyze the industry to engage further in value addition, so that then we are not just mining our stones and selling them rough. We want to add value, because adding value is what brings the money.
According to the World Bank, the number of artisanal miners in Africa stood at 30 million in 2016 from about 10 million from 15 years ago. The government is already reviewing new mining legislation enacted last year to attract investment and get more people into mining sector.
This act is set to promote mining as an all-inclusive sector, hence promoting the standard of living of Kenyans, especially those in mineral-rich communities. As under it, mining resources are distributed fairly by the national government, and we've put this in law. Royalties will be shared in three ways. Communities get directly 10% of royalties. County governments get 20% of the royalties, and national government gets 70%.
Value addition facilities will enable cutting, polishing and treatment of stones for export with the aim to create jobs, grow the mining sector and boost revenues.
If the government supports us and continues conducting these seminars and to educate us as we get to interact with investors and buyers, this will really help in growing the sector, as the number of miners will also increase.
Kenya's mining sector is a relatively small contributor to national output, accounting for less than 1% of economic output, although its revenues are expected to grow. Government recognition and support is expected to boost the industry by getting more scale miners licensed and contributing to tax revenues after years of illicit trade and smuggling of gems out of the country.